Hey guys, bit of an off-the-cuff review of Love and Monsters. This was directed by Michael Matthews and came out in 2020. It is a kick-ass kind of sci-fi adventure comedy, much in the vein of, say, Zombieland or Men in Black. And the story centers around Joel, played by Dylan O'Brien, I think that's the actor's name. And he is a survivor in what is known as the monster apocalypse. Essentially, an asteroid was going to hit Earth. The government fired rockets at it, which destroyed the asteroid, but as a result, chemicals came raining down that turned all cold-blooded creatures into giant monstrosities. And the film picks up 7 years after the events of that, where Joel is hunkered down with a bunch of survivors and has to essentially he's an anxious mess. They don't really consider him the most formidable member of the community, and he freezes as a result of something that happened on the day of the monster apocalypse. But while messing around with a ham radio, he reconnects with his old girlfriend, who he hasn't spoken to in 7 years. So he takes it upon himself to trek across, do a 3-day trek across the landscape, the monster-ridden landscape, to reconnect with her. And Dylan O'Brien's character is really likable. That's the cool thing. Even these kind of hard-edged characters in the movie do like him, and his performance isn't as irritating as, say, like Jesse Eisenberg in Zombieland. He's incredibly endearing, incredibly likable, and there is a warmness to the character. And he is desperate to reconnect with his old girlfriend, played by Jessica Hennick, who you might know from Game of Thrones. She was one of the Sand Snakes in Game of Thrones. The other thing I liked was the effects. The effects were pretty cool. I will say I was shocked, because I'm not the biggest fan of overusing CG. I like practical effects, but they done a really good job with this. Probably to the same level as some of the creature effects in Men in Black, whereas the CG was done so well that they didn't have to hide it with shadow or rain or any kind of like other kind of cheap tricks to kind of hide bad effects. The effects were actually that good, and there are actually practical effects as well. And yeah, it's a really cool, fun movie. It does slump a bit in the middle, but that's kind of eased out by the introduction of Michael Rooker's character, who teaches O'Brien's character how to survive in the monster apocalypse, and there's a really kind of tender father-son moment between them, and it's a cool movie. It's a fun movie. Again, if you like the likes of Zombieland, and you like the likes of, say, Ghostbusters or Men in Black or even Tremors, check this out. The creature designs are cool. They're pretty cool, and you can tell that, like, yeah, these were terrestrial animals that were changed, and they've real funky kind of looks to them. And I think that's pretty cool as well, that in this day and age they can do indelible kind of CG creatures that have an air of originality to them. The other thing I liked about this movie is it resonates in today's situation, because as Joel progresses through the landscape, he kind of realizes, yeah, he was safer in the bunker, but that doesn't mean that you should kind of lock yourself away, or you shouldn't be afraid the whole time. You shouldn't let fear dictate your life. And I think that resonates a lot with people today. With everything going on with COVID and like, I think a lot of people are just kind of hunkering away in their apartments, in their homes, playing Xbox, watching Netflix. When you can still go out, you can still go for a walk, you can still like maybe go fishing or kind of sit down, read a book outside. Don't hunker yourself away. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear kind of dictate your existence. And that's a great message, and I think a very valid message in this day and age. So if you get a chance, definitely check out Love and Monsters. It's on Netflix, and it doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it's a fun movie. It's an enjoyable movie, and it's a movie with a fairly valid message, especially in this day and age. So have you seen it? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.